Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott of DIY Dreaming, and on this video tutorial we are going to make some pretty Christmas tree ornaments, and we're going to be using canning jar lids. Okay, so there's going to be two pieces. This part and then this part, alright? And there are a zillion different styles, ways to do this. I am going to be using some canvas duck, some glitter, a little bit of this glittering black chalk paste, some cute little stencils, maybe some lace, some hot glue, a whole bunch of things. Anyways, and I do think I'll probably come back to this idea again maybe later in the week because I have like 10 other ideas. All right, so where did I get these canning jar lids? Let me show you. Goodwill for $2.09. I bought these quite a while ago. Had absolutely no idea what I would do with them, but they've been sitting over here for a very long time, waiting for me to come up with a good project. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Well, maybe not. Anyway, so let's hop right in. And of course, you can change this up to whatever colors, style. You could use sheet music, you could use wrapping paper. I mean, you could use any kind of fabric you want. Okay, but I'm using canvas duck, and I have two different sizes here of canning jar lids. This is just how my little thing came. So I have these two sizes. This is what the inside part looks. I don't know what they are or how that works exactly, but you're going to decide which size of an ornament are you working on. And I just traced the actual insert of the lid on my canvas duck, and I am going to cut it out. What I haven't completely figured out, and I've been playing with this for hours, is how I'm going to hang them. So I'm going to be working on that maybe this evening and into tomorrow. But let's just start and get this idea going. Okay. So that's the first step. And the next step is to decide, what do you want to have on it? There are lots of choices. Okay, there are these little minis. They're called Christmas Minis A. They used to have B and C also, but I don't know if those are around or available anymore. This is what we're going to use, but there's lots of cute little designs. Another thing you could use are these. These are all, they're called Christian quotables. That says marked by joy, Jesus is the way, His love covers me, walk by faith, God is my refuge, dwell in His presence, faith in trials. There's one that said Jesus is King. Not sure where that has gone to. So there's tons of those. Or you could do something a little different, and you could use an all-over pattern. Like this is the snowflakes. If you were doing a faith-themed tree, you could use the crosses. You could, I mean, there's tons of beautiful all-over pattern designs. So lots of options. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my stencil on here. And try to get it relatively centered. Janice, I will send that to you when I'm all finished. She's asking for another video. Okay, so I'm using this. This is awesome. It is, it's chalk paste. It works for this project just perfect. It's called Glittering Black. And this in combination with this silver sterling, extra fine silver glitter from Walmart is perfect for this look that I am going for. So I just put my chalk paste on and pull up the big globs. Wipe off my fingers. I'm already covered. So this is what that looks like. Of course, you could do this in any color, black. Wow, that really covered a lot. I may have not had it down good enough, but we're going to use it anyways. It'll work just fine for what I want to show you. Okay, so then the next thing is, while it is still wet, I'm going to use this. This is Sue Lynn Extra Fine Glitter in Sterling. That's the color. It's from Walmart. It's awesome. I have been using this stuff for a few years. It's my favorite glitter. So I just poured a whole bunch on my wet. Yeah, this is not going to show up very good because I used too much chalk paste. But anyways, that's the process. And then I just fold my paper plate in half and use it almost like a funnel to put the excess glitter back in my little container. Okay, so there's two things you can do. You can attach your circle that you've stenciled to the front, the top, that goes in the jar like this, and have your ornament face out, or you could attach it to the inside part and have your design be inside. You can decorate the rim. There's so many different things that you can do. And I'm just looking around to see what I've got going on here. I am going to do both. Okay, before I came live, I did this. And I have already glued it to the inside, this rim, part of the jar lid. Okay, this is pretty actually, this design, but I'm going to add this this other one, Light of the World, to the outside. And to do that, I have found that it's a lot easier to put glue on your piece of fabric, on half of it, out towards the edges, stick it on your lid insert, and then finish it up. If you just put it on the jar itself, it seems to get cold too quickly. I do want this to be right side up, basically. So I have it glued down around the edges. Now I have to glue this part. What you are most likely going to notice is that your piece of fabric is going to be a little bit bigger than the actual, I don't know why that happens, but it just does, the actual size of the lid. So I'm just going to trim off the excess. I want this one to be two-sided. That's what I'm showing you. go. Let's take our large lid. This one, I have glued a band of cream colored lace from Dollar Tree around the edge, and I think that looks pretty. You can do that or not, it's totally up to you. I want to put where I joined it at the bottom, and I'm gonna put Light of the World on the outside. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a band of glue here on the inside. Let's get all these glue strings off. Doesn't have to be a ton of glue, but you want to get your piece in pretty quickly while it's still hot. Okay, so here's the front of my little ornament, and I probably will just use a piece of this same lace. On the top to hang it. I'm going to glue it right. Let me glue it to itself. This will work just fine to hang it. I'll show you in just a second. So this is kind of that loop, that breast cancer, or you know, those ribbon loops. And I'm going to glue it on the inside of the jar lid. I'll show you that at the top. Let's glue just a little bit over here. There we go. And then here's the front. So what do you guys think about that idea? Let me put together this other one that I have been working on for a smaller lid. This is one of the Christian quotables. It says marked by joy. And then I had a smaller one. This one says Jesus is the way. So I'm going to just lay my lid on top of it and trace it, because I was going to use this for a bigger one. It does not have to be perfect. So what do you guys think about this idea? I know making ornaments out of mason jar lids is not new. I can't think of if I've ever seen anyone do it, but I know it's a thing. And this was my first real attempt to do that. So, get this glued down a little better here. And one of the reasons why I'm liking doing these lids two-sided is because frequently your ornaments are kind of twisting around on the tree, and this looks not good. So I'm definitely going to cover that. Let's see, where's the top? Okay. So if you have made canning jar lid ornaments before, I would really love to see what you did. And feel free to put some pictures here in this, in these comments. Okay, so I need to trim this one up too. I did look on Amazon to see if you could buy canning jar lids, and you can. I got mine, like I said, a little bit ago. Mine came from Goodwill. And you might have some of these just floating around also. That's a possibility. Okay, so this says Jesus is the way, and this side says marked by joy. And let's put marked by joy at the front. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on this inside rim. And stick my little lid insert in there and push it down. And then I kind of like this idea of having lace go around the outside, and I'm going to use this lace here, which is a little bit smaller, and I'm going to put it just on the outside part. Let's see, how much do I need? I have another whole mess brewing on my desk today. What do you guys think? Could you imagine putting your spin, your colors, your ideas on this concept of creating ornaments using canning jar lids? I think this is going to look pretty on my tree once I get all these crazy glue strings off of it. And I'll probably just use some of that same lace. Let me show you this one. This one is finished also. And I did the all over snowflake pattern on that side and on this side. So, and I didn't put any trim on this, but I did also want to show you while I'm here this idea. I cannot find these little frames. I know Magnolia did used to sell them. I'm not sure if they don't anymore, but I did this project using that same Christian quotable stencil, the same glittering black chalk paste, the same sterling glitter. It says Jesus is the light. And then I added one of these little Dollar Tree crosses that I glittered and glued that to it. And I think this could be a pretty little ornament idea as well. So what do you guys think? So with these, either one of these sets, the Christian Quotables or the Christmas Minis A, you could do a whole bunch of different things. Each one comes with a ton of pieces. What is going on with Magnolia? Well, Glenna, if you're watching live, which I think you are, because I am live right now, I'm doing Ornament Week this week. So I'm going to do, I just started yesterday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all kinds of ornaments that we're going to make and that I've made in the past few years. And that is what is going on. But I will write you back and let you know. There's a couple of little specials at Magnolia as well, so I'll let you know about that. Alrighty. Well, I hope that you liked these ideas, and even if you don't opt to do yours exactly the same, oh my word, look at these glue strings. I hope that I inspired you to get some canning jar lids and to try making ornaments with them. Hope that you have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for more crafts here at DiyDreaming that are going to be quick and easy, no artistic abilities or even super strong crafting skills required. They're going to be quick, affordable, sometimes a little different, like making an ornament out of a canning jar lid, and 90% of the time they're either going to be faith, family, or flowers. All right. Oh, Tana says my shirt is one of her favorites. We made this here a couple years ago, and I just this is a beautiful stencil design that says Grow in Grace. I used white ink, and then this was some ribbon from Hobby Lobby that I cut 3 pieces and glued it on the center over that flower. And it's been washed. I used fabric glue for this, but it's been washed and dried and washed and dried and worn several times. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed